G'day guys. I wonder if many other people start their videos with g'day guys, how are you? It is a beautiful sunny day today. It's going to be about 31 degrees. It's 35, 36 out of yesterday. 30 the day before. And the day before we got afternoon storms, 20 mil a dump. Day before that, I think it was Tuesday, we got 100 mil. And in a day, we got 100 mil rain out here in Western Sydney. And the floodplains, that's a natural event that the floodplains thrive on. It replenishes the floodplains, fills them up, and starts pushing water to the river. Now, I've filmed that. The film you're going to watch now is that rain event. I just went for a drive around, showed a bit of what happens to the creeks, how rapidly they rise. 2 days after the rain, even yesterday, there was a couple of low-lying roads there that still had water over the road, still flooded. So we get this little mini natural flood. It's a seasonal thing. It happens. It happens on good years. That's why everything's so lush and green. Now, the bad news is, and people argue with me over this, but years and years ago, the state government created a policy called tidal flushing. Now, we haven't really built our infrastructure in Sydney in the way of pollution treatment, right? Like sewage treatment. But we've increased our growth, population growth, to amazing numbers. We've gone from like 1 million people to 5-6 million people in just a short period of time. So we all have to poo, guys. And this day I'm going to show you on film, because of the tidal flushing policy, this day allowed the release of raw sewage from treatment works that can't cope into the creeks and into the rivers, right? One day doing that with 5 million people living in the city, there's 5 million dumps going down that river. And if you listen to the news or Google up the news, you'll hear that they recommend that you do not swim on a Sydney beach for the next 3 days. Now it's going to be 31, 36, I think it's 36, 37 on Sunday, and 30 on Monday. It's the middle of summer. We live for this weather. We love this weather. We love this city. Yet, for the next 3 days, you're going to have raw sewage on your beaches. And it does my head in. It's like we can't, like the title of the video is, Dilution isn't the solution to pollution. And it's not, I didn't think this up, it's what the American bassists did back in the 70s in America when they were a mess. And from the 70s to now, they've increased, and it almost instantly, once they got their act together, there was a revival in all forms of wildlife. So enjoy the video, but at the same time, like, it's Mother Nature at its best, and we're using Mother Nature now to dump our poo. And it's 2023, and it has to stop. So I'm going to keep pushing these videos. I know a lot of people don't like to watch them, but I'm going to keep pushing them, keep pushing them, keep pushing them. I want people to know what we've got and why we should protect it. And enjoy the video. Well, that didn't take long. One piece and creek go over here. This is Schofield's Road. No, this is Schofield's Grange Road, sorry. The causeway here at Eastern Creek, where I've seen a couple of videos I've done just here recently. But some idiot has already drove in and got bogged, flooded. It's good to watch this, because this is sort of, if we had 100 mil, Blacktown hasn't even had that, it's had about 50. And I remember when I first moved to Riverstone, it'd take a lot more than this to get the road over. Probably have to look at 150 mil plus to get this. Yep, she's well flooded. You know, on the news this morning they just predicted Sydney showers and 22 degrees. There wasn't a single flood warning, and paddocks are still full, so this is going to rise a lot more. Probably going to be chaos for everyone this afternoon. Frogs are loving it though. Listen to them. So you build these houses and then there's no settling ponds or no screening from the house to the river. All you do is build little things like this. The water runs through here and then through the paddock through pipes. Well, this is what the bass would, see how the water's clear in there? The bass would normally be up in these paddocks. I would be fishing right through that for bass. But they have to run across the paddock to get here. Well, what we've done is we've made a little pretty wetland there, and then we put a pipe in and then it goes across to the creek. I don't think many bass, any native animal to that place, is going to want to swim through that. And right now there's about 1 million of them running into these creeks. Yeah, in the natural bushland, can't see any water holding. So here in the paddock, water holding. See, if you don't leave that green belt along the creek line, if you don't protect the floodplain, and it's a paddock full of water, this is a paddock full of life. Good day for a kayak. So now these pipes will just back up. Yeah, look, the pipe itself can't run out now. Oh, you know what, that was like fish, wasn't it? Wouldn't that be fun? There was an animal in there. It's something. Making me think though, there could be bass in there. There was a movement when I right. Log. There'd be a school of bass pushing up a tail creek somewhere, but this tail creek has been like before they built those houses, and when this was like that there, this had a creek. And you could stand up here and cast through the creek through here, through this paddock, and you would catch active bass and you'd hear frogs and everything. But now they've just got those houses, comes off the roof into a pipe, into another pipe, crosses the road, goes into there or the pipe over there, then has a levee, hits another pipe, and then it all runs straight through to that pipe, and then it actually stops running when the creek gets too high and just sits there. So they've taken away nature's gift by doing this. Now if they built settling pond and then a secondary settling pond which connected to a tail creek which connected to the main creek, it'd be a whole lot different. See all that beautiful wetland water just sitting there waiting to go into the drain. So this is bubbling up now. It's backing backwater because it can't get into the creek. Mother Nature spent thousands of years building these things. They're not everywhere. It's not like right through that bush. Drainage systems in these floodplains are quite unique. They cut and divide the land. You can't even see that they're a creek most of the time. Got a tail creek where they could easily sit in that little bit of dead water. Right on the colour. I used to, the last few years I've done really tough catching bass in these conditions. Used to be probably my favourite thing in the old days. Oh, I just felt something, and that was called the hook point. Ask you in properly. No. You don't do that, you get snagged now for walk back to the car. Whoa! How cool is that? See, it's not about catching bass to me. I got to come down here and just check out nature at its best, but while I'm checking it out, look what I found. Hey buddy. Oh yeah, I'm not going to hurt you. Just want to have a bit of a look. Calm down. You got some nice gold colours and beautiful. You're a pretty blue tongue, mate. Don't flatten out on me. Oh, you go. Come on, let's get. Oh yeah. Done. Show me your tongue again. Show me your tongue one more time. One more time. That's why they call him a blue tongue. I'll leave you alone. Well, if he's there, there's no reason why a bass might be floating around amongst you two. We're still showing off. See, flattening out the show. He's much bigger. I'm sorry to hassle you like that, mate. Just can't help myself. Look at that current, the power of that flood already going through there, and this little world of life with my lizard over there, and there's some bow wave then went through the water. There could be fish in there too. Camera probably won't give it justice, but just look at that. Look at the greens and reds in that gum. Look at this pond here. That creek keeps rising. This pond will connect. Bass will come here and just chomp their bloody heads off. This is what they fill in though. Where does it feed? Oh, there. Look, it's already connected. Just run through there. Current there, so if there's going to be bass, it's got to be in there. See the colour change, it's like clear water there and dirty water there. Finches are coming out, maybe the rain's going to stop for a while. Trouble is, there's not much room to play. What's that? A wood duck. Reminds me, I got old footage of stuff like this. It's a fun way to catch fish when you find them. What's that? I know this creek here pretty well, and that's about close to 15 foot deep in there right now. And that's Eastern Creek there on the other side of the pump to meet, and then they've got to go through the squeeze of the bridge. There's people here, look, they got their tent and their horses in the paddock. I know they'll wake up pretty quick, but they probably have no idea. If they weren't here, they have no idea what's going on right now, because if you listen to Sydney weather, it was 24 degrees and showers. This tiny little strip here is so well protected by volunteers and looked after, but it is like a pimple on an elephant's ass compared to the neglect for the rest of it. 2 years ago, you used to walk through paddocks, you get that tree root hole, and you just hear them chomping in their feed. Spots like down there. Creek going that way and that way. I want to go and check it out. The thing about floods is you get to see something, but when the flood drops, it's gone. You'll never see it again. Probably one of the things, the reason why I like to film them. Don't expect to catch a fish in any of these shots unless I see one, but at the same time, look at there. Big old bass could be chomping through the pus piles there. Who knows? You go from milky to brown there. Where's he got a calm spot to sit, food, and a bit of clarity to see it on. This mightn't be of interest to anyone else, but I'm liking it, so I might keep walking. That's a classic example. It could be just a bass sitting in that one pocket. A beautiful day.